Allahabad High Court judge, or for that matter, any person in power, have the freedom of speech and expression under Article 19, Clause 1, Clause A. Even parliamentarians do enjoy, legislators do enjoy freedom of speech and expression, including civil servants. But the freedom of speech and expression, which every citizen of India, including parliamentarians, enjoy outside the parliament, is subject to certain restrictions. The restrictions are mentioned in Article 19, Clause 2. Sovereignty, integrity of India, security of the state, friendly relations with the foreign states, decency, morality, public order, incitement of an offence, defamation, etc. In Shriya Singhal versus Union of India, even if their speeches are digitally communicated, they enjoy their freedom of speech unless they come under the restriction of Article 19, Clause 2. Even the remarks made by the citizen of India through any medium, it can be through digital medium, including Facebook, Twitter, any medium. But the thing is, the persons in position, when they are expressing their remarks, their personal opinions in the public domains or public speeches, they should be more responsible and sensitive. They should take a balanced approach while speaking their personal opinions in the public domain. Particularly when they speak about a community at large or a group at large, they should be highly sensitive, because the people who are yielding power, who are in power, who are into the power centers or power structures, people repose lot of trust on them. For example, if they see a judge, they'll feel that the judge is a protector, the judge is unbiased, the judge is non-partisan, and the judges never show communal hatred, communal violence. They never support it. They never make any derogatory ideas on based on communal issues. People have such a trust on judiciary. Not only that, on government servants also, people look at them as saviors, protectors. In fact, the most vulnerable, the most weaker sections, marginalized sections of the society look at the civil servants as their saviors. Here, I wish to tell you a small story which is also important in ethics. The story is about Lord Rama and a parrot. A parrot is a great disciple of Lord Rama. The parrot only wishes to see Lord Rama at least once in life. Every day morning, she prays Lord Rama. Every day morning, she asked Lord Rama to protect her. One day, Lord Rama went for hunting. Unknowingly, Lord Rama's bow, that arrow, went and hit that parrot. The parrot was severely injured and the blood was flowing from the parrot's body. Immediately, parrot with a weeping eye have seen who has hit her, who did actually hit her. It is Lord Rama himself. Then the parrot asked a question. If somebody hurts me, if somebody demeans me, if somebody discourages me, I should pray to you, I will come to you, and I will ask your protection. When you yourself, Lord Rama himself comes and hits me out, to whom I have to go and to whom I have to approach? This is a question. So, as a person in public life, you should be more sensitive, you should be more sensible while making any remarks or comments in the public domains or public speeches. As people look up to you with trust, with a lot of credibility, whatever speech you give, it carries a weight. Where is government? Where is government? Just tell me. There is no face for the government. Government is represented by, government's views are reflected through civil servants, judges, legislators. If they speak in a biased manner, they speak in a with a narrow intention, and if they promote hatred, why don't we go for removal proceedings against that judge? What is wrong in that? So, as you all know, judges can be removed on the grounds of proved misbehavior and incapacity. Through a parliamentary resolution, judges can be removed. Why don't such a judge can be removed based on this ground? This can be a potential interview question for the interview candidates, and also as a torch bearers of a good society, as a torch bearer of constitutional values. They provide a ray of hope to the citizens. They provide a ray of hope to the citizens. If they make such remarks, to whom the society should go and approach? This is a question. So the entire judicial community almost is going through such remarks, is thinking about such remarks. Now it's a time to act on the particular judge. It can be a contempt proceeding, or it can be a removal proceeding, or it can be an admonition proceeding, or it can be any other proceeding. But such judges or officers need to be reprimanded properly, needed to be admonished properly. This is my opinion. So what is your opinion? What is your take on that? You can also provide your own opinion. You can also provide your own take on that. Okay.